Hello everyone, welcome to Hill Street. Today's story is, There's Something Wrong in This Hotel. If you end up enjoying this story, please leave a like. And if you enjoy hearing stories from me, please subscribe and become a resident of Hill Street and let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Now, let's get to this nightmare. My name is Kayla, and I work overnights at a hotel as a front desk rep. The work is pretty easy, and my managers and co-workers are fun and laid-back people. Really, I love my job. I get all the free snacks I want from our snack cupboard in the hotel, and when I work late enough, I don't deal with a lot of guests. Honestly, the hardest thing about my job is staying awake. But there's been strange things happening since I started working here a couple months ago. Some of these things apparently were going on long before I ever joined. So my coworkers and managers told me not to worry about it, but it's difficult. The first thing is that one of our automatic doors always opens on its own, even when they're locked. As if some mischievous little kid keeps running back and forth in front of the sensor to make the doors open and close. We've had people look at them to figure out if it's an electrical issue, but they can never find anything wrong. It wouldn't matter so much if it wasn't a security issue, since the door is the entrance to the lobby. That is pretty easy to ignore. Just chalk it up to a weird sensor problem or something. The other weird thing is the hotel dog. Our hotel is pet friendly, so it's not uncommon to see people walking around with their pups. And it's one of the perks of the job. However, there's one dog that wanders the hotel that is only seen at night. It's this big black dog that's really skinny. I first noticed him on the cameras one night around 2 in the morning. He was wandering the hall of the second floor. And at first, I worried someone had accidentally let their dog out. Then it stopped and looked up at the camera. I felt my heart drop into my stomach because it seemed like it was looking directly at me, like it could see me through the camera. I wasn't sure what to do. I couldn't just start calling rooms and asking if someone was missing their dog. While I was frozen in confusion and a little fear, the dog suddenly disappeared. I don't mean it walked away. I mean, it just vanished. I was staring at it on the camera. Then suddenly, it just wasn't there. I thought maybe I was hallucinating from lack of sleep. I'd been having nightmares the past couple of days and hadn't been sleeping well, so I tried to just blame it on that. Then I saw it again. Not on the camera this time, but in front of me. I was running through disinfecting some of the chairs and tables in the lobby when suddenly, there it was, just staring at me from down the hallway, like it had when it looked at the camera. It felt wrong. I love dogs. I have 4 of them. I'm usually one of the first people to run up to pet a dog the second I see it. This didn't feel like a dog. It looked like one. But there was something off about it that I couldn't quite put my finger on. And just like last time, it was around 2 in the morning. I tried to open my mouth to talk to it, call it over or tell it to go away, something. But my mouth wouldn't work. My body wouldn't listen to me. Then it started stalking towards me, not walking, stalking, like a wolf after its prey. Fear flooded my body and moved my legs as I dashed back to the front desk. We have a small room that has an opening to the lobby, but that was better than nothing. I slammed the door closed and hid under the desk like a child. I could hear the scratch of claws across the hard wood in front of the desk and felt sick. I waited there for what felt like an eternity, but was likely only an hour, until I felt safe enough to slowly come out from hiding. I asked my coworkers and managers about the dog, and they all clammed up. None of them ever gave me a direct answer other than, "Don't worry about it," but the looks in their eyes when I brought it up made my blood run cold. When I asked one of the maintenance guys about it, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. This man was normally so casual and funny, always cracking jokes and smiling, but suddenly he looked away from me and quickly ended the conversation with a, "We aren't supposed to talk about it." When I pressed for more information, he just shook his head and walked away. For a month after that, he wouldn't talk to me. I started waking up with bruises and scratches on my body after the second night with the strange dog. I tried to think it was perhaps just from playing with my dogs. They're all big boys and can be rough during play, but these were larger bruises than ones my dogs left. One morning, I woke up with one that started at my hip and went down just past the middle of my thigh. It looked like someone had hit me with a baseball bat. That night when I went in, the elevator was out of order, meaning I had to take the stairs to get to the storage room on the 4th floor where we kept the things to restock our snack cupboard. I always hated taking the stairs because they always creeped me out. The staircase was always much colder than the rest of the hotel for some reason. So cold, it made my joints feel stiff and my fingertips go numb if I was in there for too long. While walking up the stairs, I started to shiver even in my hoodie. It seemed like the further I went up, the colder it got, which was odd. Around the 2nd story, I started hearing an extra set of footsteps behind me. I thought perhaps it was just an echo of my own. Then, I heard those steps start running up the stairs behind me. I panicked and ran up the stairs until I reached the 3rd floor and rushed into the hall. I didn't care about getting to the 4th floor. I unlocked one of the storage rooms on that floor and ran inside, then slammed the door behind me. As it locked, I heard scratching on the door, like a creature trying to get in. I stayed in the storage room until the maintenance man opened the door and hugged me. I started crying out of fear and relief. I was so scared and didn't know what to do. I wasn't going back to those stairs on my own. He joined me to the 4th floor, then all the way back down, and even helped me restock the cupboard. The rest of the night, he sat at the front desk with me until I was relieved at 7 a.m. I haven't gone back into the stairs since that night. I refuse. Anytime I see the dog on the cameras now, I hide under the desk and just wait for a while. I don't know what to do. I love my job, but there is so many different things that happen. More than just the doors and the weird dog. I'm so scared and so tired.